marijuana. Well, as Danny said, I'm Dan Macris, and I'm here on behalf of Students for Sensible Drug Policy, and also our own company, Halcyon Organics. And obviously, I'm here to talk to you guys about marijuana today. You know, I'm not stoned right now. I am not a pothead. Marijuana did not stunt my growth. I only happen to grow this tall, so I want to kill some of those myths and stuff that we got. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But joking aside, I do understand that marijuana is a controversial issue, and there are many and often very conflicting viewpoints concerning it. But what I think that we can all agree on is that it's an issue that we as a nation do need to address. So, what are we going to talk about? I'm not a sissy, gluten-free, liberal pot activist, so I'm not going to bore you guys or sully y'all's intelligence by talking about, like, oh, dude, it's safer than alcohol, or, oh, it's natural, bruh. We're not going to go there, because arsenic and lead are also natural, and I don't think people should eat them. I'm not going to get into the medical applications of it, because 20 states have proven there are medical values and legalized it for medical use. But again, that's not the debate, because we're not talking small picture of can it help really sick people, because while we need to help them, I want to go big picture. So, what I'm here to talk about is the economic benefits that marijuana can offer Georgia if we approach it responsibly and conservatively. Now, what's that mean? Well, let's talk about how the current federal policy on marijuana is. Well, the federal policy is a lot like Obamacare. It costs us billions of tax dollars, and it doesn't work. So the way that basically the president, it takes about $20 billion a year, that's billion with a B, that's like this big on a bank statement, if I've never seen it, but gives it to the DEA, which is one of his agencies, to go around and fight a plant that grows naturally and wildly in all 50 states, even Alaska. You know, the plant is a plant. It sits in the dirt, it looks at the sky, it doesn't even fight back. And sadly, even though we're throwing $20 billion at fighting it, it's still winning the war. We can prove this. We can prove this because the quantity of the availability of marijuana over the last 20 years has gone up a ton. The price has plummeted, and the potency has gone through the roof. So, in addition to costing us about $20 billion a year to fight an unwinnable battle against an adversary that doesn't fight back and is still winning, people estimate that the Americans spend between $30 and $50 billion a year buying marijuana. And again, this is billion with a B. These are real big numbers. So let's be conservative and say that we as a nation spend $30 billion a year buying pot. Where does all that money go? Why don't we see it? Well, it passes directly through our communities and our local economies, going directly to Mexican drug cartels and inner city drug dealers and gangs. And that's why when we see on TV, like the drug cartels, they have cooler machine guns than a lot of our military guys. And drug dealers, you see them driving $500,000 cars wearing $200 sunglasses at night. Why? How can they afford that? Because this is a money game. They make tons of money and they don't pay taxes. So what should we do? We're spending $20 billion a year. We're losing $30 to $50 billion a year. So this is $70, $80 billion a year that America's not. We're just letting it kind of go away, or we're blowing it. We should just legalize pot, right? 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 Yes. Really? Oh, well, okay. Well, that's even easier. Yes, we should, but not full legalization. Because full legalization, unrestricted legalization, sends a message to children that our society and the grown-ups accept, and in some cases might even encourage using the drug. Whether it's medical or recreational, it would be wrong and naive of us to expect children to be able to make that distinction. So we're not advocating full legalization just because of the nature of the product and the nature of the industry. I'm about to say some really nasty words. I hope nobody spits or cusses at me. But we are advocating to regulate and tax the existing marijuana industry. Now I know that, like, as an entrepreneur and a small business owner, I